Cyber here. So I haven't recorded in a while, but I've been a bit busy, and this is the only time I can record. Um, I will put a community post about this, so if you want to skip it, part you can. It's just a little quick thing. I will be taking a 2 week recording break off of YouTube for a bit, just 2 weeks to work on more stories because we don't have any stories lined up after Raiden and Toph is finished. I know Tosh just started and stuff, but it's actually more closer to being done than you guys think. So, but I'm needing to take that 2 weeks off to not only refresh myself because last time I did this was October, I think. I know I will still try to recall. I'm needing to gather more stories, like get some more of them done enough to start posting and stuff. So, hope you guys can at least understand that. It's so that I don't have to wait another 2 weeks, so it's more to get more stories done because they do take a long time to make. So I hope you guys. That's why I give myself long distance between recording sessions too to work on more stories here. And this is why I'm needing to do this because we haven't been really keeping up with that and been making more and more news stories, especially with the Monster Hunter one. So I hope you at least all can understand that. I'll be saying this in the community post, as I said, for some of you who don't watch this video, so that you know what's going on. Well, I haven't been posting for the past 2 weeks. It's just 2 weeks. I'm not asking for much. I might, if anything, I might have to take more than 2 weeks. Who knows? But I will try my best to keep it to 2 weeks. It might be three. It might 2 to 3 weeks at best. So without further ado, I hope you all understand. Also, in my second channel, Cyber Gaming, I will try to post again. I just haven't been posting as much because I've been worrying about work and all of this. And I'm going to be redoing the Pokemon Sky Twilight videos another day. Now I'm going to be starting a different gameplay and such. So I hope you all can understand that. Without further ado, let's begin. We begin with a time skip of several months. In this month, Deku has been training with no moves, and Tenko has been training with All Might to gain One for All and Gran Torino. Tenko is able to figure out full counting since it ain't rocket science for anyone who has a quirk. He's been training by Gran Torino and Night Eye, but he can only control to 15% at the moment. And after a full month of hard work and training, Tenko went to UA entrance exam. Alright, this is my first step in following her steps. Tenko walked through the gate and he saw a girl with light blue hair who was who'd really who's about to trip over, but luckily Tenko catches her. Phew, that was a close one. Hey, thank you. I really don't want to fall on the first day. It'd be bad luck. Yeah, it would be. Tenko lets go of the girl. Well, we should get inside to the extra exam. Don't want to be late. Yeah, that would be smart. But what's your name, smart guy? Oh, it's Tenko Shimura. Well, hi. What about you? Well, I'm Nijiri Hado. Oh, well, it's nice to meet you, Hado. You too, Shimura. Well, come on, let's go. So they headed inside to the entrance. Tenko gets a decent score, nothing extreme. Nijiri would get whatever her score was, and Mike does the explanation. Nothing really changes in these all parts. Tenko got to the front gate, remembering what Gran Torino learned to him. There is no real countdown in battle. When And when Tenko turns, he looks to see Nijire staring. So, staring at him. Oh, Hato. Oh, hey, Shimura. She is really too close for comfort. It's a bit of a coincidence seeing you here, huh? Let's just call it a happy accident. Well, that's a nice outlook. Um, and hey, a bit of advice. When the door opens, just run in. Huh? Oh, okay. So they wait for a few seconds and the gate opens. Both Nijire and Tenko runs in. Everyone complain about their cheating, but Mike shut them up and says there's no countdown in a real battle. They have the right idea. They all ran in and follow Nijire and Tenko, but they already had a huge start. Nijire destroying robots with a Nijire wave, and Tenko destroying them with one fall and Decay. Mostly Decay have it up close. As we cut to the observation room with All Might and everyone's surprise came to watch the entrance exam. He isn't a teacher quite. My, we have two very promising first years. Oh man, I'm assuming they're the reason why you came to watch this exam. Oh, well, I just wanted to see anyone of noteworthy, since my injuries a few years back. I see. Well, that boy seems very promising. What do you think, Aizawa? Does he have any potential? He is, of course, talking about Tenko. A few, so mostly the two who ran in without countdown. They still need work, but this is why we teach them, isn't it? Very right. A while goes by with the entrance exam, and said nothing would have significant happen here. They all went home after the exam. After a few weeks, Tenko got his letter and his score. He had gotten first place and was welcomed to UA. As we cut to Deku, who's in a fight with a medium-level Nomu. Deku keeps pushing back with Air Blast, but the Nomu keeps pushing forward, eventually even overpowering Deku and throwing a few punches about to kill him, until Kurogiri opens up a warp gate in front of him, stopping his attack and warping over the Nomu head, making it punch itself and destroying the brain in the process. Now, Izuku, what did you learn today? I still need to work on it, Master. I got the power, but I'm usually so stiff and easy for attacks. Good, but that is only half the lesson. Half the lesson? Am I running a high end? No, Izuku, you're not ready for that. But I made that Nomu more resistant and powerful on purpose. I want you to understand how having allies and people to back you up is important. You yourself can't beat that Nomu, but Kurogiri was able to do so with ease right the way with the whole time. Independency is important, but it only can get you so far. I see. It makes sense, Master. Good. I'm glad for your last test for today. Now, Kurogiri opens up a warp gate on the other side of the room, where a little girl walks out. Now, Zugu, I want you to fight this girl until she surrenders. What? Okay. Good luck? The girl's both limbs come out of her body, lifting her up out of the ground. The girl jumps onto the roof and then makes a beeline to Deku, who simply raises his hand, shooting air cannon. The girl was able to dodge the blast and only destroying 2 arm bones, making splits and fall onto the ground. Deku hits her with 1 air blast, pushing her back into the wall. That wasn't pleasant. Surrender. Deku stands in front of her and has a hand over her. Not gonna happen. Making a sharp bone come out of her fist, trying to attack Deku. But Deku was able to intersect and shoot an air blast directly on the girl directly. But the air blast killed her instantly. Blood splattered all over. Deku's eyes grew wide and started to panic a little. Like Shigaraki and Cannon when he awakened his quirk. Deku collapses and vomits to the ground, feeling a warm set of presence behind him as All For One's hand is on Deku's shoulder. It's alright, Izuku. I didn't mean to. I know you. It's not your fault. But this is what you needed to do. Once this time came, since you wanted to kill All Might, don't you? I do, but I don't think it'd be so bad. It's alright. I know it's hard the first time, but there is nothing wrong with killing. Right and wrong are all human concepts to keep us in line, to keep society afloat. The same society that abandoned you and left you for dead. If you want to change it, you'll need to do things as hard as they might be. Right. I'll do whatever it takes, Master. No matter the cost to me. Deku gets up as All For One has a smile ear to ear. Good. Now that's enough for today. As we cut to Tenko, who's walking around UA trying to find 1A. So, 1A, where is it? Haha! 1A! That's a giant door. Oh well, let's see who my classmates are. Tenko opens up the door and a few students he saw, but mainly one sticks out to him. Nidre. Going around making friends with just about everyone. Tenko walks in and sits next to a kid with dark hair and who's currently very nervous. Hey there, I'm Tenko Shimura. Look like we're gonna be classmates. Please don't look at me. Sorry, bud. He's just incredibly shy. Oh, hi, I'm Tenko Shimura. Well, nice to meet you, Tenko Shimura. I'm Mirio Tokada, and my shy friend over here is Satomaki Amajiki. So, well, it's nice to meet you. And I'm his friend, Nijiri Hado. So, everyone, the three turns around and sees Nijiri standing very close to Tenko. Hado, Jesus, you're gonna give me a heart attack by sneaking up like me on that. I was with you the whole time. You should never noticed. Oh. Sorry, you were just very quiet. And you're a little on the short side. Hey, meanie. She punches his shoulder. Ow, okay, I'm sorry. But before anything else can be said, Aizawa walks in. Everyone shut it and sit down. My name is Shota Aizawa. I'll be your homeroom teacher for this next 3 years. Aizawa pulls out a gym uniform. Now, get these on and meet me outside in training ground Beta. Right. Nezri takes the PE uniform without question. Why are you all standing there? Follow her lead. Oh, right. Then everyone follows her out. So they all get changed and meet at Zara to the field. Alright, you all here take your time. I'll ignore that. Tomorrow you got first place in the next exam, so I want you to throw this ball with your quirk. Tenko catches the ball but it decays away from his hand. Everyone was confused on what just happened. You know that too tribute to your score. Sorry, I'll try. I wasn't focusing. Normally I don't do this, but you get a second chance at this. Azara throws him another ball, but when Tenko catches it, it doesn't decay away. Hey, how does that work? How did the first ball turn to dust, but the second one didn't? Is your quirk turn things to dust? Oh, it's called decay. Oh, do you turn things you touch to dust or something? What about that electric stuff I saw you doing the test? That's something else. A different part of my quirk. Ooh, let me see. Yes. Let me have my turn. Okay. So, Tenko walks up and turns out 15% of one frog. Lightning was around him as he throws a ball. As far as he could. As Zero looks at the device, 451.1 meters. Wow, that's so cool! Alright, this is what you all will be doing for your work apprehension test. It's basically the physical fitness test you all took in middle school. But you all get to use your quirk. It's so that I can see your physical abilities. Now get going. Yes, sir. Everyone got excited, but luckily no one said it would be fun, so there was no threat of expulsion. But they still took it as seriously as possible, and at the end, Tenko got first. After all, so was said and done, the day ended with Tenko ending up getting invited to hang out with Nidre, Mirio, and Tamaki, since they got along during the first day. And so life would continue for Tenko. So he would become good friends with Nidre, Mirio, and Tamaki. His hair would also revert back to its original black, if that wasn't mentioned in the last part. They did all their tests and exams, and even Heroes vs. Villains, and the USJ, including the hero licenses, all out their life. So for good, Tenko in 2 years would pass. Unfortunately, Deku, the whole time he has been training, nothing but to killing Nomus and spare candidates that was round. He's had his hair turn gray from all the stress, and his eyes from his original emerald greens to red rubies from lack of sleep and other sorts of symptoms. He, like his adopted father, he has become a cold-blooded killer. And Deku has learned a lot about quirks, not just about heroes, but some of one introduced him to, such as Wolfram's quirk. But as we cut to the 10 months of training, during this canon time, Deku is sitting at a bar, waiting and writing down his notebook, as quirks already catch his attention on the news. Kurage, turn the TV on, please. Of course, young master. What a lovely day today. But about the weather, we now get a big score apparently. All Might is now a UA teacher for your works. What? So, I think we can say with full confidence then the next generation of heroes will be a crop above the rest. When it comes to heroes, they all will be like him. Now for sports with Jim Jeffords. Jim? The TV got turned off by Kurogiri. It appears All Might is now a teacher at UA. Yes, this could be proven useful to us. Since we don't have to try and predict where he's going to be, he's a teacher after all, so he's going to be stuck in one place. That would make everything far easier, but unfortunately UA don't pull their schedule up on so for others to see. Then I'll have to get it. The monitor turns on. And how do you plan on getting it, Izuku? I just need a UA uniform for the first years and an ID. It wouldn't look suspicious if a kid my age is in UA. A school ID we can make, but it won't last. Only long enough for you to get in and get whatever you need. But where are you going to get a proper uniform? It's fine. This is just giving us time to prepare. We have 10 months, so I say it's on our side, for sure. Exactly. So All Might, I hope you get your affairs in order in those last 10 months, because your life becomes your last day of reckoning is coming. We now cut to a random student who is leaving UA late at night, walking down a few alleys way trying to get home, until Kurogiri appears in front of him. Same height, not too fat or skinny, almost perfect. What the hell are you talking about? Who are you? He's not the one you should be afraid of. Deku stands behind the kid. Now, what I want is simple. Give me a uniform and that's it. Deku knocks out the kid. What do we do with him? We can't kill him. UA will send a report out in a missing student. He will probably tell UA someone stole his uniform. So we make it look like a robbery then. After we get what we need, we'll just give the closest someone random and make an anonymous call. Very well. Takes everything the kids own. As Kurogiri opens up the gate. Come on. Giran just arrived with the fake ID. Good. Deku walks through the bar and sees Giran, waiting for him. Ah, Shigaraki. Finally, back. I have your ID. It was a little hard to crop out the look of murder in your eyes, but it doesn't look wasn't too difficult. He gives Deku the ID. Thank you. Your payment will be transferred if I don't get arrested. Oh well, no need to worry about that. This ID should get you through anything. Even if they did catch you, I don't think they would live too long after finding out. No, they wouldn't. Kurogiri will give you the money and a drink to go. After all, you're a man of business. Indeed I am. I'm currently talking to a nutcase whose quirk and services might be useful to you. Oh, and who might that be? He goes by the name twice. His quirk is called Double, and he can make copies of anything. As long as he has the details on it, including people's quirks. Send him our way at some point, and of course you'll get your finder's fee. But I'd rather wait until after the Hmm. This Shigaraki is why you're my favorite client. So, Garen takes his drink and walks out with the money in hand. Now it's a waiting game. We skip through the rest of the 10 months to the first day of UA. Deku walks in, not drawing any attention to himself, finding a hard copy of the UA schedule. And while he's walking, he walks past 4 people, but accidentally bumps into a girl, knocking her over. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry about that. Deku leans down and gives her a hand, and Nijire takes it. Are you hurt? No, I'm fine. Nijire sees the holes in his hand. Wow! Hey, what are these holes? What are they like? Can you put your fingers through them? Does it do anything? Does it hurt? Please don't do that. Deku takes his hand back, not amused at by all by Nijire. I'm sorry about Nijire. She tends to ask a lot of questions. I can see that. Huh? I hope you don't mind me asking, but I've never seen you before. Are you a first year? Deku looks at Tenko for a moment. Yes, I am. Where have I seen him before? Alright. Are you lost or something? Because the first years are all in orientations. Unless you're in Aizawa's class. Yeah, would you... Yeah, you could say that. But, why wouldn't this Aizawa's class be in orientation? He hates orientation and thinks it inflates that person's ego. Just because they're in UA, so he takes them out and do a physical test every year. So he's a hero teacher, I'm assuming then. Yeah, he is. This is a hero school after all. Deku looks a little pissed. Well, not everyone. Like in general studies, not all of them are heroes. Tamaki starts to hide behind Miria as Deku's voice gets a bit more hostile. Yeah, that's true. Since you know you need to be in orientation, how about we take you there? Tenko puts a hand on his Deku's shoulder. I'm fine. Deku shoves him off and walks him off. Uh, Jesus, that kid has a shoulder. That kid no joke. Tenko holds his gun where Deku pushed him aside. Yeah, and did he seem a bit pissed off to you guys? He's terrified. Hmm. Yeah, but you always say that about everyone when you first meet them. Yeah, but he has a really terrifying, like, he would kill us on the spot terrifying. Oh, I'm sure you're just overreacting. Besides, I bet he had a bad day so far. Hmm, maybe, but maybe we should get a teacher to check on him. As we cut to Deku now, who's getting the information he needed. He went to 1A and looked around at Sarah's desk. Hmm. Says for 1A to be the first. They said that he would become a teacher for first years and all other years. But I'm betting he's going to be teaching this class first. Ha! There it is. Deku lifts up a few papers and found the 1A year schedule. Deku takes a picture of the photos and sends them to Kurogiri. And calls him. Open up a warp gate to my location. Kurogiri does, and Deku walks through with the schedule in hand as we cut to the Elite Four, who are talking to Midnight about what happened. So gray hair, red eye, was it? Yes, ma'am. Midnight looks through the first year's student list, candidate list thing through the computer. We don't have a student who fits that description you just gave me. What? But we just saw him with our own eyes. Midnight looks through the other years just in case. No, there's no kid in UA with that description. Hell, the only kid with red eyes is in all of UA. It's Katsuki Bakugo, but he's currently with Azawa in this very moment. Then who was he? I don't know. Midnight walks through this, but we're gonna figure this out. Right. Midnight walks so on out and to the orientation stage, where Midnight gives with Nezu when giving a speech, and she whispered something into Nezu's ear. I see. My apologies, everyone. I won't be able to finish this, so I'll hand it off to Mr. Cementos to handle the orientation. Now, please carry on. Nezu and Midnight walks off as Cementos continues. So please tell me about this unknown kid you met. As we cut to Nezu and Midnight with the Elite Four, following where Deku went. Nezu, why don't we use the cameras? Because I don't think that will help us. Nezu looks up at one of the corner cameras and sees completely destroyed. This isn't a good sign. Yeah, but what is he up to? I'm not sure, but I'm putting the school on lockdown to make sure he can't escape. He couldn't have gotten far. And this is good as done. Don't get cocky, Tenko. If he was able to get in without raising the alarm, he could just as easily get out. So while the classes were on orientation, this got called back as robots started to patrol the whole school for intruders. But after a few hours, no one could find them. And as I met up with Nezu, clearly annoyed. May I ask to know why my class was interrupted? We have an intruder inside this campus. Or we had. But I still think he's still inside. It's doubtful. We spent 3 hours searching for him, but nothing came up. That's definitely gone. He probably left almost right after the Elite Four had their talk with him. That's it? He didn't try to do anything or even talk to and take anything? We do not know what he took. All we know is he destroyed the cameras. As Aaron, not as, but Nezu showed what recorded of the cameras of Deku roaming around corners, aiming his hand that flame as sudden gusts of air destroyed them. A gust of air. His quirk, I'm assuming? Yes, but by the look of it, he sucks air into his hands and releases it. So, he doesn't even have a strength quirk. Yes, but what really concerns me is how did he infiltrate UA? And where did he get one of the uniforms? A student 10 months ago did say he was robbed for all he had when he woke up, almost completely naked in the alleyways. Yes, but now the question is, where is he? Was he the one who robbed the student, or did he merely buy the uniform from the robber? That we are not sure, but we better look into the student who was robbed again. That's how the intruder got a uniform, at least. Now then, Tenko, Nejire, Mirio, Tamaki, you may go. Thank you for reporting this, but we will take over from here. Are you sure? We can still help. Yes, I'm sure. So they all leave, but they can't get Deku out of their minds. You know, that kid seems so angry. I can't help but wonder what would happen if we kept pushing him. What would he be done? Do you think he would have actually killed us? Oh no, we don't know what we would have happened. But with the Elite Four, I think we can handle one single kid, let alone a kid. Yeah, you're right. I guess you're right. But hey, Tenko, are you free this afternoon? Yeah. So why do you ask? Oh, good. I was wondering if you'd like to go on a movie since you haven't gone in a while. Um, sure. Okay then, I'll see you later. Missouri walks off while Mario gives a big shit-eating grin. Well, nice going, Tenko. You just got asked out on a date. No, I don't think so. It's just two friends hanging out. Oh, come on, Tenko. If it wasn't just a hangout, why didn't she invite us? No, no, so, because from memory, if she wants to see a movie, she brings all of as many people as she wants. But this time, she only asked you. Dude, you're reading too much into this. It's like when Misery called you and Tomki out a while, but it turns out you were just studying. Ahem. That is a bit true, but come on, you can't tell me you're not interested. I just, just think about it. Well, I'm not denying it, but I got too much stuff to do right now. Maybe at some point. Alright, but I'm just saying, look out for the signs. What signs? Never mind, let's just go home. So they all walk off as we cut to Deku at the bar, reading the schedule. There's a USJ thing that outside of the main campus. 3 teachers are supposed to be there. Aizawa, All Might, and 13. USJ is far. No way from the main campus. So we could end him and get out before Heroes and Police comes. That's what I'm thinking, but we're going to need some powerhouses to do this job. The monitor turns on. Well, Izuku, I have a few things I can help you. So, while you were doing your task and getting a schedule, I was able to get you 2 important things. One is a Nomu strong enough to get the job done. Kuragiri, if you will. Kuragiri nods and opens up a warp gate in the middle of the bar, where the USJ Nomu walks out. He has the physical enhancement to the point where he considered as strong as All Might, not to mention 2 quirks, shock absorption and super regeneration. This might do at least long enough for me to fire a high pressure air cannon at him to do the final blow. And that brings me to the second thing, information. Now, we both remember my fight with him, don't you? The fight that took my face, but injured him to the point he can't live without a machine, without coughing up blood. Of course, I'll make him pay for doing that too. Thank you. But during that fight, I was able to injure All Might, of course. While from memory, I was able to blow a part of his stomach into smithereens. So All Might also has an injury from how active All Might has been. He's unable to do hero work as common as he was when he was able to 15 years ago. So, about 10 years ago. And let's not forget how, from the video I've seen, to an untrained eye, he looks about the same power, but but to me, I can see he's not as strong or fast as he once was. So, my young pupil, he's weakened, meaning we can end him fast if we get his weak spot. Indeed, but if we will pull this operation off, you'll need manpower, not just a Nomu, because it won't be much help if the team decides to turn into nothing but molecules. Hmm. Then spread the word and the underworld. We need manpower to help kill the symbol piece once and for all. Very well, let it be done. Elite villains will be scavenging and most likely not interested in a group that just showed up out of nowhere. So we most likely won't get any high-ranking villains. Low tier best. This is true, but what makes up for lack of skill is numbers. However, we need an organization needs a name. Got any ideas for this front then? We are villains and we are assembling a league. Just like heroes in my favorite comic book back in the day. So, how about the League of Villains? Sure. As long as All Might is dead, then it all will be worth it. I agree, but I should give you this one last piece of advice. Don't overexcite yourself, Zuku. Remember the story of Icarus? He flew way too close to the sun. Where he flew too close to the sun, then fell down and killed himself. If you try to force it, my people, you will fall down too. Right, Master. I'll keep that in mind. Good. Now I'll get recruiting for this operation. The monitor turns off as it was now a few weeks later. As the days of USJ, Deku is overlooking his notes, preparing for everything about All Might, Aizawa, and 13. He doesn't have any notes on the students, so he's just having to hope they're not that powerful, or that the low thugs can deal with them. Are the villains prepared? Yes, Master. Good, then everything should be set. Now let's do this. Kugi opens a warp gate, and all the villains walk through it, along with Nomu and Deku. As we cut to the teen who's giving a speech to the kids about their quirks. Hey, I didn't know we'd be fighting fake villains. I thought we'd be saving people. What? Looking down to see the kid in the description, but with villains coming out with him. And to those who are wondering what Deku's villain costume is, it's in the thumbnail. Is this class starting? Do we have to fight these guys or something? No, they're real villains. What? 13. I raise her head. A kid from the class, but no All Might? The schedule said he would be here. Deku clenches his fist, but calms himself down. Whatever. Stick to the plan, Kurogiri. Buy us some time until I figure a way to get All Might here, or at least hurt his pride and send a message to him. Understood. So, back to the Aizawa and the kids. That's the kid who stole the schedule. He's now leading an army of villains? I don't know what's going on here. 13, get the students to safety. I'll hold them off. Aizawa jumps down there to fight the villains, clearly beating them. 13, is he gonna be okay? There's so many. He will be fine. Now come on, let's get out of here quickly. Right. So as they tried to leave, Aizawa stopped using his quirk on Kurogiri. Because he's fighting more villains, Kurogiri got the opportunity to warp up there. Just like in canon, he warped them all to the same students or the same area. As before, 13 also got their back torn out. And got away. As Kurogiri warps back next to Deku. What happened? I'm sorry, Master, but one student got out. I see. This is a problem. With more heroes showing up to make the job more difficult. Should, should we call this off, young master? No. No, not yet. The school is still a couple miles away, so even then, they still have time. So, the underlings doesn't matter. Only us, the Nomu, so even if they show up, we can make a tactical retreat. But this means we can't and so entrance as Eraserhead anymore. Deku pulls his arm up and aims at Azara. While Azara is fighting, a giant gust of air hits him and some other villains. Azara slams onto the stairs of the USJ as he feels his bones breaking. He can't even muster enough strength to try and move. I knew you would be a big problem, Eraserhead. I knew a lot about your work in that perfect works at night and one-on-one fighting. I studied, so I stayed out, and you stay out of the spotlight. So I had my concerns of getting whatever I can get on you. You're only a kid. How did you end up like this? This world is cruel and unforgiving. Isn't that what you always say? It is a hero's job to combat that. Deku walks over to Azara and kneels to his level. So tell me, what if the hero is the one to cause the unfairness in life to someone who's left to help? What? What are you talking about? Life's shown me it's cruel, and now how about I show you a sort of fraction of how cruel the world is. And the society was to me. As Deku raised his arm at Floppy and Mineta, who was watching from the lake. No! Deku shoots at the giant air pressure. Floppy was able to throw Mineta out of the way and from the blast try to jump out. But she was just a bit too slow as her arm and leg got caught in the air pressure, lifting them off clean off her body. Deku just laughs. Look like we're gonna have some frog legs for dinner. What do you say, Eraserhead? Azara wanted to try and help, but his body was unable to move from all the broken bones, and he could force on what happened on Floppy, as she was currently crying out from pure pain and agony. Everyone was watching from the stairs horrified. Look like she's in pain. I better put her out of her misery. Deku stood up and walked over to Floppy, and when she saw Deku standing over her, she felt a dread wash over her as he smirked, aiming his hand down onto her. Air starting to fill up his arm. Goodbye, hero. Before he could do anything, though, the doors burst down as Deku looks up. Finally. It looks like it's your lucky day, Froggy. My real target is here. All Might was about to say his signature line until he saw Zara and Froppy. As angry he was even more pissed off that not only his fellow teachers are hurt, but one of his students are now so mortally wounded. So he blitzed down there, grabbing at Zara and taking him away from danger. And Froppy as well. Deku wasn't expecting it at that moment. Yonsu, I'm sorry. So, All Might ripped apart his shirt to make wrap around the wounds to slow down the bleeding. As Deku gets up. That hurt, All Might. Oh, why aren't you smiling, All Might? I thought you always smiled. Or is this the wrong time to smile, considering a student now missing an arm and a leg? Did you do this to my student? I sure did. It was like shooting fishes in a barrel. Or I guess frogs in a barrel a bit. All Might wasn't interested in this, as he would rush at Deku, although something All Might noticed was how young he was. This made him hesitate for a second, only a split second. But this would be his mistake, as Deku charged up air cannon would blast at All Might, so making him go to the other side of the USJ and that shockwave everyone could feel. What's wrong, All Might? Can't handle some wind? All Might got out of the rubble. That quirk? No, it can't be. He rushes at Deku once again, this time flanking Deku and about to hit him. Nice try, All Might. As he said that, All Might got punched by the Nomu, but he caught it luckily. All Might was shocked and broke out of the Nomu's grasp and jumped back, getting some space from him and the Nomu. You don't think we didn't plan for this encounter? I've been preparing for 10 long years, All Might. You have nothing but a old decaying body. Your power is getting weaker. That weak spot will only speed up that process. So Deku points out where the weak spot would be as All Might's eyes widen. How did you know that? What is that power? It's too similar to his. Oh, I know. He gave it to me. And I know that little weak spot because I saw it with my own eyes. I know so much about what you know. All Might, you hypocritical murderer? Murderer? Deku eyes narrow and filled with hate. Oh, yes. Know firsthand what you have done. Deku raises his hand and releases air pressure. That attack shattered the ceiling of the USJ and shook the buildings around. Everyone could feel the power throughout all the zones. All Might was embedded into the wall as he felt his time and muscles slowly decreasing. Nomu, kill him. The Nomu eyes narrow as he rushes at All Might, until he was frozen solid by Todoroki. All Might, are you alright? I'm alright, but that kid packs a hit. Another air cannon was fired, and this time weaker, but enough to break the ice. Shit, I can see that. He sends ice at Deku, but once again air blast destroys in pieces. Kurogiri, get rid of this brat. He's in the way. At once. Kurogiri was about to do something, but the big guy hit by Bakugo, who got him first. Nice try, asshole. I got you now. Bakugo's hands on the brace. That quirk. Deku starts with Kachan. Before anything else, Kirishima tries to attack, but Deku was still alert enough to dodge. Damn! Yes, that's right. Damn you! Deku blinds Kirishima away, falling back until caught by Todoroki's ice. So annoying. Why is everyone getting in the way? I'm not after you. Just leave and let All Might die, and you might get to go home. Or do you want to end up like your froggy friend over there? All three stood there in shock as they saw Sue and Aizawa in pain still. Sue! Now, All Might, tell them to leave and let Nomu and you fight. If you do that, I'll leave them alone. Young heroes, let me fight and get them out of here. No way. How do we know he will even keep his promise? I assure you, I might be what you call a villain, but I do hold some truth. Not telling the explosive party Rainy to get off my friend. The hell did you call me? You went back? You heard me, now get out of here. They stay silent, but Bakugo does get off him after trusting, knowing that Sue and Aizawa takes priority, as Kurogiri gets back to Deku's side. Young master, I am sorry. It is fine, Kurogiri. But All Might, time for you to face your justice. Sir, but before anything, some villains got up and got in the way of Bakugo and the others. What? You said you wouldn't. I said I wouldn't do anything to him. But I have no say what they do. Damn villain! No, we're wasting time. Nomu, kill him. As All Might and Sonomu attacks, Todoroki does deal with the villains. And like in canon, they fight. All Might is very confused on why his punches weren't effective. Because Deku didn't tell him about the shock absorption. Until All Might put two and two together. So Deku has air cannon, a quirk all for one use. And Nomu has regeneration, so it would be impossible to consider all four was still alive. It gave Nomu another quirk. So All Might was thinking on what it was, but Nomu was getting worn down. So he decided to go plus ultra and went and beat Nomu by punching the same spots over and over again, realizing the quirk was shock absorption. Some kind of shock absorption. But he didn't know if it was shock nullification as well. So he had to go even faster and punch Nomu, sending him flying. Nomu? No. No, he can't lose. Father, he made him to kill you. Face it, Father, you lost. Villain, you lost. Damn it. I can't hold my muscle for. What is this about a father? No, I haven't lost yet. What do you mean? Your weapon to kill me has been defeated. I can still beat you. I see past your act. Nomu took a lot out of you, didn't he? Damn it. So, say goodbye. All Might. Deku raised his arm up. Deku was about to release air cannon until he got shot in the arm and leg. Kurogiri covered him from the bullets.
Sorry we're late, everyone, but we got here as fast as we can. Damn it. Deku looks up. Say goodbye, heroes. He aims his hand up at the heroes. The air pressure blasted went straight for them, but the Minotaurs brought up a barrier, multiple walls, to block it, but barely succeeding in doing so. As Kurogiri and Deku gets warped away, but before he was fully warped away, your days are numbered, All Might. I will kill you and everyone you love for what you did. Everyone was left stunned after he was completely warped away. From that day, the heroes still did their jobs, and of course, All Might was without his own. But he didn't blow his secret to the other students, at the very least. So we cut to Deku on the ground after your shake. I was so close. Yes, your master. Kurogiri starts to fix him as the monitor turns on. And say you did not fulfill your plan. No, they didn't. We were so close. Deku starts to tear up while still in pain. I'm sorry, Father. I tried. A warp opened up in front of Deku, and All For One steps out, bending down to him. You have nothing to apologize for. You did nothing wrong, my child. But I failed you. I failed my mother. No, you haven't. This isn't your only chance. You still have plenty of time to enact your revenge. Yes, you made mistakes, but that mark you can just try again. Kurogiri status report on this. One student missing an arm and a leg from young master's attack. 13 of her heroes heavily wounded, including Aizawa. And All Might is possibly weaker. So you see, you didn't fail. You struck a fear into hearts and showed them the true horror of villainy, and beat multiple heroes into pulps, even almost beating All Might. You're right. Deku tries to get up, but due to his injuries, it's hard. I'll keep fighting and fighting until they know who they're dealing with. And eventually killing All Might and whoever stands with him. Indeed, you will. And you have given villainy a new face. You have attempted something no villain has ever done or even dreamed of. Single-handedly made history today. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind and study. Has some quirks in mind that I have my eye on, and may try to exploit them. Oh really? What aren't they? One was a basic ice quirk. I need to use a bit more power than to stop their glaciers. I see. Well, the sports special should still continue if they don't cancel. So you have that to look forward to. Right. I'll spend this time healing, recuperating, getting stronger. Exactly. Now get some rest. Right. Thank you. So Deku walks off. Well, looks like day has been eventful. As we come to the hero side, where 1A is worried sick about Sue, who's standing outside the hospital room, until Recovery Girl walks out. Everyone bombards her with questions about stopping until she yells out stop. Then everyone went quiet. Good. Now, one at a time. Is Sasori gonna be alright? Her condition is stabilized, and she's suffered from no other injuries, from what I can see. She's lucky she's alive. I set an order for some prosthetic limbs. Oh, thank God! So baby Boobs is still alive. Mina slaps Minetta behind the head. She's currently unconscious, but if you like to see her, you can. I do not know if she can still be a hero after all this time. Everyone rushes in to see the unconscious Froppy, hooked up to machines, and her students have the students have a mix of emotion of anger, sadness, and regret to see how horrifying a hero can really horrifying the line of heroes can really be. And as we have Tenko in Almond's room. Jesus, you almost gave me a heart attack. What would happen? I heard you got seriously injured from this fight. What happened exactly? I got a bit injured, but I've had worse. But from what happened when the USJ villains attacked, a villain with a warping core got them in, being led by that boy who infiltrated UA. What? He was there? Yes. Tenko, when you and your friends encountered him, you had no idea how lucky you were. He didn't attack you. He is extremely dangerous. And he knows about one flaw. And he has the same quirks as All For One. What? You mean that guy you fought when we first met? Yes, Tenko. I think he's still alive. Because that boy was not only familiar with him, but he referred to him as father. What? This boy has hatred for me, like I've never seen before, Tenko. He had a look on pure evil. He almost killed Azara and blasted off a student's arm and leg with zero remorse. With all four still alive, him making things like no moves for him now, having a son, we are in a lot of trouble, Tenko. So what are we gonna do? I don't know, but the police and heroes are investigating this League of Villains. All we can do is wait. How much have you mastered of one fall currently? About 40%. Let's see. I never rushed you to get the 100% mastery yet, but now you'll need to do it even more. For not ours, for everyone's sake. End of this part. This part took a long time, guys. I am sorry, I did not realize it would. But we covered a lot today, and this will be the last video for the next 2 to 3 weeks. I hope you all understand. I will still be posting on my secondary channel because I want to get that up and running officially again. So I hope you guys watch that second channel. If you guys want, I'll put it in a description below in the comment section, or a description below, of course. But I hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace.